Hey, hear me out. The world is literally upside down because I read something the other day. Why do we call an organic grown potato a organic potato, while a potato grown with chemicals is called a potato? Let them call theirs a chemical potato. They can list every ingredient they use instead of me having to be certified. Now the burden of proof is on us, the organic farmers. But let them prove they only used 30 chemicals instead of 50 to produce a potato. Hey, and welcome to Slottet Micro Farm. We are Harold and Marij, the growers. We're building a small farm in the middle of a forest in Sweden, working with nature and for our community. Now February has finally arrived. It's time to start thinking about the first preparations for spring. Of course, winter still has about 8 weeks to go. But on a farm, you always have to think 4 steps ahead. We're preparing the little greenhouse. And we're going to check them out first because I kind of forgot about them and now I'm really worried that the frost got to them. Sowing the first batches of vegetables and of course managing the microgreens for the next REKO ring. Curious what we're up to? Follow along with us. Welcome back. It's February and February is my favorite month in the winter because it's my birthday month. Anyhow, it's February and February means it's still in the midst of winter, but we can slowly prepare for spring because spring is just in 2 months and that's closer than it has been for a while, and I am so ready for spring. But yeah, you know, you need to prepare some things, and one of those is the little greenhouse. This one came with property when we bought it, It's a little small, but it does its job for the early leaf plants and later on the chilies, paprikas and the tomatoes. It's on a small scale, but at least it's something, and I'm really glad we have it. In autumn I really just shoved it with stuff, closed it up and didn't really look back onto it. But I did store some perennial plants in here. And we're going to check them out first because I kind of forgot about them and now I'm really worried that the frost got to them. So let's check that out first. Yes. Okay. Okay, some of them are pretty dead, but some of them show already some new growth, which is positive. So, there are two variations. No, not two variations. There are two different plants. One is the perennial green kale. I don't know the actual name, but it's this one. And the perennial broccoli. And I don't know really which one is which because they look similar. But as you can see, this one is pretty frozen. Is it focusing? Yeah, this one is pretty frozen. But on the other one, this one is showing some new growth, which is exciting. So what I'm going to do now, because they're starting to have some life again, is really just get them back to life, and that's to warm them up. I'm going to get some straw, just pack them in real warm. I should have done that before the winter, but yeah, you know, a lot of things happened back then. And I'm going to do it now, get them nice, warm and cozy, give them a little bit of water and then tuck them away under the cloth. Separate the ones who are gone and then hopefully they survive until the spring and then we can plant them out in the market garden. They are seedlings from the ones I have in the small veggie garden. So it would be cool if they survive the cold and we have some offspring of those and have perennial vegetables, which is always a good thing. So I'm going to do that and of course clean this up. It's a mess, it's pretty frosty. There are also some perennials in here, which are obviously in winter rest right now. You can see some growth already, so I'm going to cover this up properly with some straw and some cloth so it will be protected, so the new growth will be protected from any frost that comes and is still here. And then hopefully they will manage through the rest of the winter and we have some good growth in the spring over here. My plan is to get this filled up with some new compost later on in spring. I guess in maybe already in like 6 weeks, the end of March. And we are going to plant the leaf vegetables like pak choi, spinach, lettuce for the lettuce mix. So we have a head start in the season for selling at the REKO ring. And then when the weather gets a little bit better, we're going to sow and plant them in the market garden with some protection until probably the end of May. Because in this region, Dalsland, Sweden, we have our last frost day around the end of May, maybe even the beginning of June. So we have to keep that in mind. Anyhow, that's a lot of talking. I'm going to get to work and clean it up, get it ready, at least prepared, and then we have a good start for the growing season. So excited! Yesterday I said to Harold, I think I kind of get used to like this freezing temperatures all day long. Like it's now like 6 weeks of freezing temperatures, and all of a sudden I don't realize it's freezing anymore. But when you're outside long enough, you're definitely going to feel it's freezing. My fingertips are numb, so I'm going inside, get the fire on. And once we're comfortably warm again, I'll get started on a batch of traditional Dutch currant buns. or as we call them, krentenbollen. Something we really miss here in Sweden. Luckily, they are very easy to make at home. While the dough is resting, we can get started with the first round of sowing for the upcoming growing season. First, we sort through everything we already have and what we've newly purchased. Then we sow bok choy, chili peppers, sweet peppers, onions and leeks. Good morning. We are going to do something very exciting today. Tell you a bit more when we are on our way, but we are quite nervous, and especially because we do not really know what we're going to see in about an hour. Alright, let's go. We are on our way to a very special appointment. As many of you know, we sadly lost our beloved ducks last autumn. For a long time, we weren't quite sure how to continue in spring. Should we hatch eggs again or look for adult ducks? Then we received a message from some friends. There was a group of 17 ducks looking for a new home. Their owner can no longer care for them due to health issues, so they're searching for a loving and warm place for the ducks. First things first, we went to visit them and see how they're doing. These ducks aren't tame like our previous flock. They were naturally hatched and a bit more scared of people, but they were already laying eggs, and at first glance there seemed to be only a few males, which is a big plus. On the drive back home, we both felt our hearts warming up again. Ducks are truly part of this adventure and simply belong on our farm. That said, the group isn't perfect, and we did have some concerns about a few of the ducks. Of course, we're able to give them the care, attention and space they need to recover and thrive. Choices, choices, choices. What would you do? Whether we said yes, we'll keep that a little secret for now.
Kijk nou, dit is... ik zat net lekker bezig.
So, while Harold is busy measuring, I'm going to catch you up a little bit. We finally finalized the idea for the barn and what to do with it. After we lost our ducks, we decided to renovate our barn because we have the time now.
Yeah.
And space and no animals inside. So anyhow, we decided to keep the old structures and the old layouts and just improve it. Like improve it. So we're going to start with this project because in just 1.5 months we're probably going to pick up 20 ducks. Goed dan. So, we need to hurry. Oi, oi, oi. It's a situation of better to prepare in case the ducks come to the farm. Otherwise, we have to rush everything later. Better safe than sorry. And since we'll be having ducks again this spring, no matter what, we're already making the stables and the night shelter safe and ready. Time for a microgreen harvest. We're doing a weekly REKO round in our area. REKO is a system here in Sweden where customers can buy directly from local producers through local Facebook groups. Orders are placed in advance and picked up at a set time and place. It makes buying local food very easy and accessible. During winter we only offer microgreens, but much more is coming in the next month. Another big preparation job is getting the accommodation ready for our upcoming guests. We already have our first bookings of the year, and even more special, bookings for the winter. People are coming to experience a true winter adventure here in Dalsland and on our farm. So cool. But before they arrive, it's time for a big clean of the utedas.
Nice. All this that way. Summit push. Well, so I'm back upstairs. I just bought a few days ago bought a wireless thermometer with a separate sensor and a receiver, and I just installed the sensor near a water pump. 5.1. Nice. I've got the receiver here, and I think it's approximately 50 meters, maybe 40, not so many meters. It should cover 60 meters, so I hope it works. As I said, it was just a couple of bucks, so nothing fancy. The inside temperature wouldn't show because that only goes to 0 degrees Celsius. And right now I'm having it outside and it is -8 degrees right now. So I'm gonna bring it inside, and I hope that the connection still works, and then I should be able to see the temperature near my water pump. And yeah, if the sort of frost guard works and if everything is isolated properly enough. I'm curious, but 5.1 is very good actually. I'm happy with that. Well, let's see.
And there you have it, chapter 10 of our second year building a small farm here in Sweden. After 2 weeks, the first sprouts are already showing the promise of our very first growing season and of building the community farm we've been dreaming of for so long. It's hard work, and sometimes we wonder why we do it. But all of our little wins, the growing community, and of course you, and all your sweet comments. Tell the story of something that's meant to be shared. Thank you for all your support. We're building on, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a great one. Hej då!